France 24's Julia Seeger walks us through the different stages of a clinical trial.
Before a treatment hits the market, a medication has to go through a clinical trial, which happens in 4 different phases. Phase 1, investigators are going to look at the effects of a medication on about 80 patients who don't have the underlying health condition. And they're going to start looking at the side effects. Phase 2, they're now testing the molecule on people who do have the underlying condition, and they're going to deepen their understanding of how the molecule works. Phase 3 is perhaps the most important phase because you're now testing the drug on about 3,000 participants who have the underlying condition that the drug is trying to treat. And this time you're trying to prove that it's at least as safe and more effective than other treatment options out there. And this is when they're going to start putting into place a very rigorous methodology. And usually phase 3 trials are randomized, they're double blind, because you're trying to reduce the influence that certain information can have on the variables of your equation. So for instance, double blind means that neither the participant or the investigator will know which patient has received the drug. Phase 3 is a more general statistical analysis, and it can lead to a study or to the publication of an article in a scientific review. But what we saw during COVID-19 is that there were 2 visions going head to head. On one side, you have infectious disease specialists like Dr. House, who are used to trying to find a treatment to people who have pathologies that we don't know how to treat. And on the other side, you have scientists who are very, very attached to a very rigorous methodology. And the question is, can you really use and should you use the same methodology during an epidemic when you know that you won't have access to a large amount of patients for a long period of time?
Julia Seeger reporting there. Now, the French